Hey everyone, One Big Boss here along with my special guest Panda Lady, and today we're going to review a game for both our childhoods, Pokemon Red for the original Game Boy.
That's right, Big Boss. If you were a kid back in the 90s, you knew this game and the anime. The footage you see here is being played by Big Boss, but I'll handle most of the review this time around with input from the Boss Man. So let's get to it. Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue was developed by Game Freak, a company that mainly works on making Pokemon games. Released in 1996 in Japan, the game received great praise and caught fire as a trend that swept Japan. The wave eventually reached America in 1998 and created quite a craze here. The game was based off of insect collecting, which is a popular pastime in Japan in which the designer himself played as a child. Eventually, this led to him creating Pokemon, where he wanted kids to collect creatures and name them and become friends with them. He also kept the violence down, as Pokemon never actually died in battle or bled. A pretty good way to handle it so it didn't get a censor or anything. Due to how America works, if the Pokemon had died or bled, the game may not have made it to America or possibly just been edited.
The story takes place in the Kanto region, where you, a beginning Pokemon trainer, ventures out into the world with your own Pokemon and take on the task of catching Pokemon, raising them, battling them, and becoming the #1 Pokemon master in the world. Along the way, you are able to battle Pokemon trainers whom will give experience to your Pokemon upon defeat. They'll also give you money as a reward for defeating them, so you can buy TMs and other various items to help your Pokemon along in your quest. There's also powerful gym leaders whom you must defeat to earn the badge to keep your Pokemon's levels in check and to obey you. Also, you'll come in contact with various villains throughout the game and wild Pokemon to help advance the storyline. So, it's a pretty big world out there and you never know who you're going to run into. Almost every town or area you visit, there seems to be some kind of problem going on that only you can solve. So, like a good hero does, you solve the problems, and so you can move on with your quest.
As for the gameplay, you observe the Pokemon world in an overhead view until you find yourself in a battle, in which the view changes to a side view. Battles are done in a turn-based style, and you have 4 main attacks that your Pokemon can learn. It's pretty basic, but it's still a lot of fun. Another quest in the game is to see and collect all 151 Pokemon in the game, which you will have to have either a copy of Red and Blue or have a friend with the opposite game copy to help you, because not all 151 Pokemon are available in just Red or Blue.
Don't forget, evolving your Pokemon is another big process in the game. There's more to it than just leveling up for strength anyway. To get the one you want, sometimes you have to let them evolve or trade with friends. That's another way to get them.
Exactly, and some Pokemon can only be evolved through trading with friends. So for a Game Boy game, there are many things to do and see in the world of Pokemon. Battling never feels old, and especially when you come across trainers who have types different than your own Pokemon. It makes you think and act quick. Pokemon itself will max you at 40 hours, maybe 50. While the game itself is not terribly hard and at times pretty easy, you still, even after beating all 8 gym leaders, the Elite Four, and your rival, there's still much to do in the world of Pokemon.
Okay, well, time for the part that many love and many hate, but it's gotta be done. I'll take over the bad news part from here. The bad about this game? Well, there's not too much. Some of the dungeons can be a pain in the butt if you do not have the required HMs to surf in areas, light up dark places, or move boulders with strength. It can be a pain to run back and forth to the Pokemon Center, fire up the PC, pull out a Pokemon from the PC with the right skill, and it might not even be a skill you want them to have. It might even be taking up your space and your tactics. Also, virtually everyone you run into, they kind of look the same. Even the Pokemon you see that are standing next to people on the overview of the world. You can't even tell what they are. I suppose that's because of when it was released, maybe they didn't have enough time, and but I just know that I had a problem with that. I also had a problem with the connection. When you tried to connect with friends to trade in battle. You did too, right, Panda?
Yeah, I noticed that too. I didn't know many people back then who actually had the game. Where I lived at the time, not a lot of people had the games, but the few I did know came across the same problem. But let's focus on the good in this game. Now, aside from being a worldwide hit, the game pushed the limits of the Game Boy's abilities. It provided hours of the game play for the fans, and later on, when Pokemon Stadium came out, you could attach your Red and Blue games to the cartridge and upload your Pokemon to use it in the Stadium game. Plus, the game itself started a huge, widely recognized series that everyone must have played before or at least heard about. Plus, as much as the game is repetitive in some ways, especially with the newer games, they still have you coming back to catch them all. I cannot find anything wrong with these games. My personal favorite, though, is Pokemon Yellow. So is this game worth a buy now, or back then? It sure was, and still is. Though prices online are a bit high for a factory-sealed version, but still, I have enjoyed it very much, and I am still a fan to this day.
I suppose you're right, Panda. Many official review sites did give this game high rankings, and much praise too. Though I will admit my schoolwork back in 5th grade suffered greatly from this because I spent much of my time in recess and in class actually playing the game itself. So, yeah, but still, I never regretted getting into this series at all. This game had everything back then. It pushed the limits of the Game Boy. And then on the Game Boy Color, we had full color finally, and it was just amazing. Nothing more can be said about this game. It's honestly, it's a true gaming masterpiece is what it is. It's landed itself in the history of video games, and honestly, it's not going to be forgotten anytime soon. Everyone, episode 5 is over and done with now. As always, thank you for watching our page, and I would like to thank my friend Panda Lady for joining us. I couldn't have done this review without her. Now, I know this was a short review, but RPGs take much time to review and record, and fortunately, my job, I do a lot of hours there, so it does make it harder to record everything. But I really hope this was something everybody loved. Everybody could just think back and be like, wow, this is what I played a lot in my childhood. This really brings me back. Also, with the holiday season coming up, a lot of us are going to be busy here. New to retro reviews is going to be very hectic. We're not going away or anything like that, but we may just take a break and not put out a review for the whole month of December. We're still going to do news segments. We're going to do unboxing if we come across anything. We're going to, upload videos of gameplays from games we may be messing around with. But there will be news about what's going on here in the studios and what's going on in the gaming world. It's just reviews take a lot of time, so we're going to go at our own pace so we can deliver good quality videos and not feel like we're being rushed because of work, holiday schedule, because we all have to work to get everything ready for, our families, our friends, buying them gifts and everything. So I will definitely keep you all posted. So as always, please, if you haven't, subscribe below and comment as well. Like our videos, and anything else that comes along, we will let you know. So as always, thank you for watching. See y'all next time.